As he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down, New Orleans.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like perspective. Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. Third down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. 7 yards, the pickup there. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, New Orleans.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Harris has it over the middle. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Flush to his right. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Prior to going out of bounds, it'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
After 7, Saints nothing.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
McCaffrey on the
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. That's on Kelechi Osemele, the guard. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Ready to work. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Kamara.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Harris returning. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
41-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14.
It's a gain of 20.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints are back within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked somewhere else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, let's get that roll. Mike's 57.
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Tighten up. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 60 Bobcat.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete. He was covered by Dante Jackson.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
15 yards on the play, first down.
5-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
8 yards to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
New Orleans. Will Lutz.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
Some free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you huddle him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to Troutman right side.
The pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
4
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Up 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now a dump off here complete, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there, so bring him down shy of the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Going to throw right side here, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Third down.
Let's get it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Smith catches left side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're just an extra point away now from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Saints 20.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running with Kamara. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
54, check, 54, 54. Let's go, defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's first and 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Kamara with a carry there on first down as he works his way forward for a pickup of 4.
At the 31, a gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
You got him. You got him.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 9-yard line.
Ready up. 54, check, 54.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of...